Guten Morgen, everyone. We are back live, and a lot is happening on the market. We had a few coins that went quite nicely up. I guess you've been seeing that, and we have a lot of news around the Bitcoin reserve. So we might finally see the United States of America accumulating the good old Bitcoin, which created a Bitcoin to go above 64K. And that's that's an impact. Like Bitcoin 63K so far, 9071, not bad. And we get a lot of coins that get like 40% increase in the last few days. We see here top gainers Ajax. You remember we farmed Ajax on this channel, so you should be good with it. I had some airdropped. A Black Bull that is at 400 million. So Black Bull continue its increase. Look at that. Look at that. $410 million FDV now. Crazy. Everyone's so like, oh, it's finished. And no, it's getting back. It's getting back in it. And that's beautiful to see. We want to have coins that do well in crypto, right? That's what is important. So now we have the White House, and we're going to go in details about it. I'm going to get ready. If there is a trade to take, I will have to take it, obviously. I saw this one. What do we have? Origin. That worked pretty hard. Tung 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 Saur. The triple T. Those meme coins, man. Those meme coins. The performance is insane. Okay. I like your you time friendly streams. I guess that's upon like what time is it on your side of the world? It must be like 1 a.m. or something like that. Isn't it? If I'm not wrong. Okay, let's get into this because I prepare a lot of things for you guys. Do you own near? I had some. I don't think I have vid anymore. I would have to check on my other account. I had some interesting project here near. Let me get this. How is your update? with a copy trade on CoinW. I guess you're referring to this video that I made recently. There you go. Yesterday, posted this one. I showed the full tutorial. Now that's a good idea. We're gonna check out today how much we made. Copy trading. I think the one I'm copy trading today was not doing as good. Let me check dashboard. Now today is not that great. Look at that. Here we made 154 with this one. That's all time, and this one has been 207 all time. So this one went a little bit lower, but if you check his profile, you see that he had a bit of a down here. He had a bit of a down. So that's normal, but still like he can have like those period of down. See like this one lasted 15, 16, 17, 3 days, 3 days. And here was the same. But then we're gonna see how it goes later on. So far it's been good. The one I did a mistake is up, boom. And that's I'm not following. But that's why like if you don't do like if you do in the copy settings, I had a cost per order that was way too high. Then after it just destroyed that one. But otherwise, this one, the other one has been good. Now, so on these days, no. But we're gonna see later on. Where's Dan the man? I don't know, man. You gotta tell me. Hi. Are they usually making a lot of position? It depends who you follow. The one I was following, yeah. Hit that like button, guys. They are free. Thank you. Okay, dokie. Did we miss any place? I saw Jito went back up. Like that's one we traded in the Telegram. Jito, yeah, not bad. Plus 7% with the that's pretty good. Almost back to all-time high of, but still over 2 years. Why was at $6? Almost back at the local all-time high. I wonder if it could go back to the $6. I honestly don't know. Where is it? $2? Okay. Oh, okay. That was here, April 2024. Yeah, that was when Solana was working. So if Solana is working, we have a nice beta play. But pretty nice curve here. I'm gonna focus a lot on all those revenue-driven thing. Stefan, it's not a long time. We talked last week. I remember you last week, man. It's not been a long time. It's impossible. Impossible. Do we see the same thing actually as Solana? Uh, Year, 3 months. It's a bit more choppy. Actually, the good way to check that would be with changing the currency here and putting Solana. And like that, we know relative to Solana how it did. So Ethereum has been outperforming Solana. Bitcoin has been outperforming Solana. BNB has been outperforming Solana. Uh, Hyperliquid is good. Let me check now. If we want like Jito, for example, you see that still, boom, like it went like it was way better to hold Jito than Solana. Like it went like crazy up. And that's what you have to look at for as well. The other project I'm looking at as well was Misiora. And that one, I think it's still on the way down after up. Like it start to get back up. Like I sent a message yesterday in Telegram around here to say like it's looking good. So it start to get back on it. I don't see why we would not go back to the local all-time high here. We will see how it goes, how long it takes. Yes, that's a shit joke. You guys, you're trolling me when I'm live streaming. I can't have my brain and the thing going on with my streaming. Man, 17 minutes ago, we missed the 6x already. What the? This is crazy. This is crazy. Always. We always have that. We're like, oh, let's do an intro, and we miss it. What is it even about? Jishan just gave us a good now. I literally said, and that's why they will get exactly what they deserve. Their timing is coming. Their time is coming. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. How are you? I'm good. Thanks, and you? What do you think about the Met airdrop season 2? They announced it in the Discord LP army. I haven't checked. Let's see. Let's see what they're gonna do on this. I don't know yet, honestly, because the last airdrop was not the best way to execute it. Like they basically airdropped a lot of like people that were just posting about Mitsura just to get the airdrop, and not the people that were actually driving the volume, I think. And then that had long-term mindset, and then that means that everyone sold. I think it'll be interesting to do a dashboard actually of who was holding Mitsura, who dropped it, and everything. That will be a good way to analyze that. The best. What is What is the video that you explain the best parameters for a trading bot? Are you talking about like trading with a trading like on terminal and things like that? Like, what are you talking about? Like, if you talk about like trade on pattern and stuff, like you don't really need anything anymore. I think. Like, are you still LP Misura? Yeah, I still do LP on it. Actually, I've been doing one on. I wonder what it's doing. Backpack. Oh no, it went up. Ah, that's okay. Went like a bit down still. You talk about the CoinW video. This one. The video is in the Telegram. You can check in the Telegram. Crypto trading bot, such as volume market maker, etc., for the bot to find the best trades. Yeah, you can check in my Telegram link in the bio. I posted the link about this. Not link in the bio, link in the thing. Okay, guys, can we focus for a minute and do a video about lighter, please? How much margin per position on CoinW you set? I think, let me check that. I showed in the video, but like I usually put, if you have someone that's going to do a lot of orders, and then let's say you put only $500, I would say $5. Good momentum for buying Misura. Well, it was when I posted it because it went up. Now I still think it is, but I have to see what they say depending of the depending of what they do with the airdrop. Like honestly, that's the main thing that could make it or break it. This you can show with a StreamYard. StreamYard lets you show the comments like that. Are you also into Poly Market? I've been setting up a bot and it's free money, not gonna lie. How much money do you make with it? Like what kind of bot you had? I did before and then I stopped. You can probably do it with OBS. It's just this one is easy to bring on guests and everything. I'm gonna do my full speech on Lighter. I'm gonna check like quickly like the notes that I prepared about. Mm-hmm. All right. Doom Lighter. I'm gonna record that as well, so I can post it on YouTube and on. Okay. Lighter just Lighter just had a massive push. And why some people just think, oh, okay, it's just because they did a partnership with Robinhood. It's actually a lot more under the hood that is interesting for Lighter. Why? Because this is an exchange. This is one of the most profitable businesses in crypto. Oh, no, correct me, sorry. Exchanges are the most profitable business in crypto. They are the only one who always make money, no matter if the market goes up or the market goes down. And before, the guys like Coinbase, Binance, we could not take a part in it in their growth. Now you can buy shares of Coinbase, but it's way after they became really big and the main platform in the US. But here we have something different, because if you remember on this channel back then, we talked about Hyperliquid. We were some of the first on YouTube talking about Hyperliquid, and we were doing it before the token was even out, so you could farm it and get free money with the airdrop. Now, Hyperliquid had a massive performance because now it's in the top 10 crypto. This is probably one of the only coin in the previous bull cycle that you could have get and hold and actually not be losing money. And while everyone was telling you to go into whatever shitcoin it was, I was the one telling you just do meme coins and get some Hyperliquid. And that worked like perfect. Your capital now in Hyperliquid is still, look at that. The all-time high was 21 days ago. Almost zero crypto can tell you that. And why Lighter is interesting? Because it's a direct competitor to Hyperliquid. So yes, we talk about a better play. And when we see where is Lighter now, it's still way behind Hyperliquid. if Hyperliquid is in the top 10, Lighter is in the top 100 with 40% growth right now. So we want to be smart about what we want to do and not ape for no reason. So what actually happened? So the obvious move is Lighter got the integration with Robinhood. Robinhood is probably in the top 5 finance app in USA, letting you buy and sell stock. They went very popular during COVID with GameStop and everything. But now, if you have that perpetual trading in Robinhood, that changed a little bit the game. And that's what we want to study today. What is actually going on with real data? So that's what I'm going to check here. The fees, how much are they making right now for Lighter? And there we go. So the TVL, we see that it's been all right. The introduction with Robinhood, we don't feel it so much yet. The fees per day, it's still low. They make like between 60K, 50K minimum to 150K. Okay. And there's something that comes with the fees that are going to be really important to note. And we're going to study that as well. So when we check that, we understand, okay, Lighter is collecting fees. That's number one thing important. And it's rare for crypto. That means it's a real business. And that's what we want. We want businesses that actually move the thing. And if we check the comparison between Hyperliquid and all the other one, Lighter is 7. So it has a lot of margin to grow. It's still way behind. So the volume that they have and the open interest is far behind Hyperliquid and its competitors. But still, as you can see, there's one that stands out because it's at 3 billion, right? Almost. But all the other one at sub 1 billion. And that means Lighter could manage to go up if they get this right. And there's one important thing that they implemented to be able to have that. That's the second point. Lighter set up buybacks with birds. So what is the mechanism? It's basically when a company collects fees, we have here all lighter, and we have here the supply of lighter. Okay, beautiful drawings. I know, please don't praise me. And they make revenue every day, right? So we have those revenue every day, depending of the day, what's going on. Now, what's happening is Lighter did a change recently where they say, well, every revenue we make, we're going to buy back a part of it and we're going to burn. So the burn means that they buy the tokens and then they send it to an address that can't be used. So it gets destroyed. And what does it do is that slowly it reduces the supply of the token, which means that if something gets more scarce and the demands stay the same or increase, then that's saying increased in value. And it's beautiful when you have someone doing buybacks, because if they continue to have a lot of revenue and they grow their revenue, then what do we have? We have a token that will continue to go up. And who did that the best was Hyperliquid. And that's why we have to really pay attention to how much they're going to burn and what is going to be the evolution of their revenues. So to be mindful of that, we want to check what is the net deposit like. That means people who are bringing money into the exchange. And now we see that in the past few days, it's been positive. So technically, like since June 30, we could have been positioned into Lighter on the upside and would have made money. And we see that now they have a lot of deposits happening still. So I would pay attention to that, because I'm like, okay, if they continue to have more and more people depositing money, that means people are going to trade. And if people are going to trade, then that means they're going to make more fees. And if they make more fees, they buy back more and they burn more. Simple math. And we still don't know exactly how Robinhood will play out. However, I do not have a number right now of how much they will burn. I don't know exactly. So we know that they burn so far 15.5 million. So they bought back that. using the revenues, and then that represents around 6.3% of the supply. So they will burn this one. And they will execute the first burn at the end of Q2 2026. And then they say they're going to reward people who are staking. So long-term lit stakers. And they want to do more buyback and burns. And the third thing about Lighter that is interesting is that it's a ZK rollup. So zero knowledge rollup plus it's built on top of Ethereum. And we know that Ethereum has been the house for decentralized finance for a while. And that means maybe they're going to be able to bring some aspect of privacy and other things around their exchange. Now, I don't know exactly what they're going to do with it and how they're going to do it, but we know that it is a ZK rollup. So now we know that Lighter has three really good ingredients to make a banger. And that's going to depend on how they execute it. We have one thing that could be dramatic for Lighter is that if they lose the partnership with Robinhood, because apparently it's still in a gray area. And that's the thing that could limit it. Now they have a zero fee model, and then it's more like they make the revenue with other things, with the volume flows and things like that. And that could help with getting a lot more volume from Robinhood. So if they get a clean and legal framework and Robinhood keeps routing collateral to Lighter, we could see a massive increase in revenue. This person thinks he could go 17x in increase of revenue. Now, I know that perps are going to be going up. People will trade more and more with leverage. This is the gamification of society, and we cannot change it. Now, let me know, where do you think Lighter would go? Do you think they could overpass Hyperliquid? Let me know in the comments. And you should check out this video where I analyze another coin. And don't forget one thing, stay hands up. Ciao. Also, I would put a link in the description if you want to get into Lighter. I have a ref link that's going to give you some bonus and some referral fees that could always help. All right, guys, we're live. Don't worry, I didn't forget you. I'm going to answer all your questions. It's just sometime when I do those analyses, I have to go into it. And as you can see, I'm doing it with you. So sometimes I have to read what's going on. You have a view of what's happening in the backstage. Isn't it beautiful? I don't know. Let me know if you like it. I mean, if you don't like it, I'm not going to stop doing it. So it's like this. You have the full research and how I do it and how it works. What performance of Hyperliquid? I stuck at sold buy around $220. I don't want to sell at bottom. That hurts. Basically, ARB, LNM, base rate, and near expiry trade started with $1,000 and making 10% a day. Oh, okay. LLM base rate and near expiry trades. That's pretty cool. What are the top 3 things I'm bullish on right now? What are the top 3 things you are bullish on right now? Yourself, myself, and the market. No, I'm looking at every revenue generating assets in crypto. Why? Because it's much easier to spot than something that's going to be behind a trend or behind something that people like. And there's a lot happening on Solana. So I talked about Misura, I talked about Jito. And then after the third one, I'm not so sure which one I would put. I would have loved to put Pump, but every time I long pumped, I got wrecked. So it's like there's so many things happening behind the scenes there with like the investors, the big holders that I can't know like which direction we go, because despite like they had some good revenues. Card looks interesting. I had some, but I'm not sure if I could leverage it everywhere. And then it has less history than the other ones. Then I have a list actually. We would go through a list maybe tomorrow. There's like it depends of the news. If there's a lot of news, I talk about the news. But like this one, like I wanted to talk about it later on. Like there's going to be new laws in the US that could boost some crypto project, and I think we should talk about it. But what about you, Mr. Gold? What are you bullish of? What are you bullish on? That's the question, my friend. That's the question. Let me check. I think Dan was answering, but I'm not sure if he's going to come for that live. At least we didn't miss a big play. I mean, just this one when we were starting before, they did 6x. Sappy PG. And let's talk about like Trump. I'm bullish on BTC and SEM till 700, and after JP Morgan gonna announce crypto bank on crypto in general. Nice. I should clip that part. Let's see if we can find the original article around this. Mm-hmm. Let's check how much the USA they own. There you go, US government, 21 billion. Bitcoin, they're almost at 40 billion. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's only from like confiscation and things like that. So we had also Saylor that sold some of his Bitcoin. If you remember, The person article did not say it would go up 76, but say 76 multiple of revenue. Yeah, for sure. It's as a revenue. But if revenue goes up, usually the token goes up. That's how it is. Like if you 10x your revenue, like sometime the like in stock market, like if a company increase their revenue, the stock goes way above it. So it depends of the market fluctuation, of course. Yeah. That's a good point, my friend. All right. Let's talk about crypto and Bitcoin in particular. So we have something really important. Let me launch a recording quickly. Bitcoin is on a ride right now. We've seen going up. It went back to $64,000, and people don't know which way it's gonna go next because it is really confusing. On one side, you have Michael Saylor that sold for 220 million worth of Bitcoin. The guy who said you never sell your Bitcoin, but I can. And he's not even selling it at the moment when the price is good. And on the other side, you have the US government who say talking about to do the strategic Bitcoin reserve. So then you had a price that went down. Bitcoin dipped when they saw what Michael Saylor did. And then just 1 or 2 hours after, I don't know if they were on the phone or what, it went back up to say that finally USA is going to do their Bitcoin strategic reserve. And they have to be fast because the next election is coming soon, November 2028. So they roughly have 2 years, or we could say, because with bureaucracy, 1 year to get this done. And that could change a lot of things because let's not forget that USA is still the biggest holder of Bitcoin to this day, probably, with 328K Bitcoin. That's $21 billion at the moment we are recording this video. It went up to 40 billion at some point. And there's probably a lot more that they're going to manage to confiscate and everything. So now, of course, everyone is talking about that because we are literally on the market that bottomed. No one wanted to hear about crypto anymore. Everything was down in crypto everywhere. I mean, except in our Telegram, we did some good plays recently, but it's starting to get back some green colors, and that feels good. That feels like nature is healing.
wasn't initially. I didn't know much about it, but for some of my first term, I wasn't much involved, but I watched it grow, and it's a huge industry. And I got involved in a little bit for politics, because I realized that a lot of people love crypto. Well, I'm a big crypto.
Now he's saying he's a big crypto guy. So we got a wind in our back again if Trump is pushing crypto again. And can you imagine if they do this reserve? That's going to be billions poured into Bitcoin. It's going to be one of the strongest, if not the strongest economy in the world buying Bitcoin. And then if they actually put it in place, that could change a lot of the dynamics where other countries are going to start to do it as well because they don't want to be left out. And then we might see a new bull market with new high for Bitcoin. Like, one thing we have to understand, it's not only like how much you're going to buy, but they say also the White House has said that premature sales of Bitcoin have cost taxpayers some 17 billion over the years. And that's combining it into one reserve that hold Bitcoin indefinitely would give the country a strategic advantage. Yes, because governments used to seize those funds and then dump it on their own people because the investors has everyone. And we saw Germany doing it. They lost I don't know how much, and then after they're gonna tax everyone and say we're gonna heal. No, bro, you just had to hold your Bitcoin and then you will be fine. And they say one country must be the leader in the field. Let's see if it's gonna take that. But if they do, that will be a massive thing for Bitcoin, and we could have a glorious golden bull run coming up. The main thing they have, the problem is that they are not equipped yet to custody private keys. But I think we don't have to worry too much about that because they can just ask. In the US, they have Gemini, they have Coinbase, they have all those guys that can help them to set up this. And that's what I was talking about just before is you don't want something that can be undone easily. So the question of whether a future president could undo this matter, an executive order can be revoked with a pen stroke. Statute cannot. And that's precisely why the ARMA bill vote is the most important near-term trigger to watch. Not the White House structuring announcement itself, because the announcement without something that cannot be changed will not change anything. And if they have that, the American Reserve Modernization Act of 2026, if this passes and this goes on, then probably we have a way higher chance that this thing where USA will become a strong supporter of Bitcoin, will stop selling their Bitcoin, and might even increase their reserve of Bitcoin. And that would change the dimension of the market completely. So be sure to really pay attention in the next few weeks of what's going to happen around here. We get the Glenn who say, I don't trust the states. They want to steal your Bitcoin for their reserve. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing or not for Bitcoin to have USA reserve? Let me know in the comments. We know that now the harm fight between Saylor and Trump might increase, because if one is selling and one they say they're going to do the Bitcoin reserve, that's going to be big. But now if this does not happen, that might bring Bitcoin like lower again, because there will be like the biggest advocate for Bitcoin selling, and then second, the promises that will not be held. We have to pay attention. There you go. Oh, that was a good one. What do you guys think? How do you like it actually when I'm doing the research with you as I'm live? Let me know. You like the live research? That's cool, Stefan. It's funny, we still have like 2 people on Twitch. I really have to pay attention of how to increase our attention on Twitch, because on YouTube we are good numbers. Still holding ETH. I haven't held any ETH in ages, man. I don't know. Like I haven't seen anything that was like good in the space. Like I'd rather use Hyperliquid for any of kind of trading, and that's the thing that says a lot, you know. Like we used to trade a lot more spots. I trade more leverage than spot now, 50-50, when I used to never trade anything on leverage. But now with Hyperliquid or like the other perp decks, you have some clarity on chain of what's going on, and you can actually see the trades. And then you have also a lot more instruments that are available, and you don't have like shady market makers that just like push you into something. I mean, they try to destroy the market on 1010. We know who they are. We don't need to name them. But maybe Ethereum would push. But personally, as a usage for users, like it's just like, even if you use Rabbit Wallet or things like that, like you still need to bridge everywhere and everything. Like that bothers me so much. It's like, oh yeah, oh no, oh I want to buy this coin, I bet it's on that chain. I was like, I don't know how they didn't build yet something where you don't need to think and it just does it for you. You have it like that. But I don't know. I like Lighter. Cool, man. Let me know, like, if you have some alpha on Lighter, like, please send. The thing is that Trump would never leave the White House without leaving white history behind him. So this means peace, strong economy, and so on. All of this bullish news until he leaves. I mean, he has to do it. He has to do that. Like, probably, I don't know the law in the US if he can do another mandate, but probably he would like to stay in. I don't know. But he has to, yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, has to find a way. I mean, I'm not the biggest guy in geopolitics and macroeconomic. I don't. Like, I'm not gonna pretend. I'm a shitcoin artist. I like to find shit that are low, shits that nobody's talking about, farm them, and then they become something. That's what we do, crypto. I'm not gonna say like I don't even know the stages with like what they had. So it's like that's how it is. But I appreciate the feedback on the live stream, guys. It's been interesting. I like those. It's always good to push myself to do the research and understand more what's going on. Now I'm gonna look at Lighter. I'm gonna check their revenue. I'm gonna check their net flow, and we will see next. Exactly. Things are so clunky with wallet breach privacy for someone new. Even someone not new. Like that's the thing. Like I'm not new. I think like probably dip into it and it's just so annoying. So it's like, yeah, for someone new, like that's like ages away. They don't even want to. But like now it's like actually, you know what? Like Kraken they gave access recently to you could trade anything that is on Solana. Like those things are like that might move the needle. Like if like big exchanges they let you trade what's on decentralized exchange, that'd be easy. So and though like the only thing I used for ETH was using Arbitrum to put my phone on Hyperliquid. Great life. Thank you, Crypto Yield Pro. Guys, I see you next. Have a good one.